Hello all, I welcome you to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to install latest version of SQL Server. So I am going to install SQL Server version 2022. So at the time I am making of this video, that is the latest version, so we are going to install that. So now to install SQL Server, you need to first simply go to your favorite browser and type over here SQL Server download and hit enter. So that's going to show you this www.microsoft.com/SQL Server downloads. So just simply click on this SQL Server download and immediately you'll be landed over to the official site of Microsoft. Here we'll see that there are a couple of options. One is developer, that is SQL Server 22 developer version, and then we have another called Express Edition. So SQL Server 22 Express Edition. So I'll recommend you to download this Express Edition. So just simply click on this download now and immediately you'll see that our exe is rightly downloaded, right? So our SQL Server Express Edition installer. So just simply click on that installer to start installing our SQL Server. So it's going to ask you for administrative privileges. Just simply click on yes, and there you go. You can see that our SQL Server installation wizard is rightly opened over here. So let's minimize our browser, and here you will see there are three options. One is basic installation, then custom, and media download. So if you want to download, let's say a GUI, so that is SSMS, that is SQL Server Management Studio. So that in that case you can use this media download. Let's first install our SQL Server. So I'll recommend you to select this basic installation. So just simply click on basic installation. That's going to show you this license agreement. Always read this and click on accept. So this is where our Microsoft SQL Server is going to be installed on our program files. Everything is fine. Only thing that you need to check is this minimum free space. So that minimum free space that you require is the 6604 MB. So that is about 6.5 gigabyte. So at least you need to have that much amount of free space, and you can see the download size as well. So that is just 278 MB. So everything is fine. Just simply click on the install and immediately it's going to start downloading our SQL Server, and then it's going to install. So let's wait for some time over here. You need to have active internet connection. I just wanted to mention that, and you can see that our download is successful. It's time to for installation. Again, let's wait for some more time, and you can see that that is also rightly done. So successful, installation is successful. So you can see all these different details of a connection string, SQL Server install log folder, then your media folder and resources folder. Everything is set. Only one single step is now left, that is to install SSMS or SQL Server Management Studio. So first you need to download that exe. For that, just click on install SSMS. That's going to immediately redirect to the official site of Microsoft. And when you are here, you need to scroll down a bit and you will see this download SQL Server Management Studio or SSMS over here. Here under download SSMS, you can see this link. So download SQL Server Management Studio version 20.2 at the time of making of this video. Just you can see that immediately it is rightly started downloading. So again, let's wait for a minute, and you can see that it is rightly downloaded. Let's click on the installer, and you can see that our Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio installation wizard is also rightly open. Let's first close that SQL Server that we are installing. It is all installed fine. Let's close that, and we now only have this SQL Server Management Studio installation wizard. So this is where our SQL Server is going to be installed totally fine. Just simply click on install, and there you go. You can see that it is rightly started installing. Before that, it could also ask you for administrative privileges. Just simply click on yes, and you can see that it is loading packages and it is rightly started installing. So let's wait for some more time over here, and there you go. You can see that it is rightly done. So our SQL Server Management Studio is also installed. Let's click on close. And now let's launch our SQL Server. So just go to search and type SSMS. So that's going to show you this SQL Server Management Studio. So just simply click on this app to launch our SQL Server, and you can see that it is rightly started launching, and it has rightly launched. So here you can see it has given default authentication as Windows authentication. If you want to change to SQL Server authentication, so that also you can do. You need to provide your login ID and password. So everything I have talked about this SQL authentication on my previous videos. I'm going to put that link on my description, so you can follow that video to know about SQL Server authentication. In this video I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to choose Windows authentication, and I need to also check this trust server certificate. All right, that's a very important step. So check that and click on connect. So immediately you will see that we are directly connected and to our SQL Express. So if you expand this database, you will see we have the system databases, then database snapshots. So if you expand the system databases, you will see all these different default database that comes along with SQL Server. So master, model, MSDB, then tempdb, everything is coming, right? So let's create one new database. So click on this new query, and that will open this query window over here. Here you can write your code. You can increase the size to 200, so we have a better visibility now. So let's create a database called demo. So create a database demo and execute this command, and let's insert first create a table. So create table, let's say employee, and that table will have couple of column. Let's say ID of integer type, and let's say name as first name, as varchar. So varchar of, let's say 40 or 50 characters. Yeah, so end with a semicolon, and let's execute the statement. You can see command executed successfully. Let's insert couple of values onto our table. So insert into employee, and we have couple of column called ID and name, and within that we want to put some values as let's say ID as 1, and let's give the name as showed up. Alright, in with semicolon, and if we execute this statement, you can see one row affected. Let's insert a couple of more values. Let's insert 4 values. We'll change the ID to 2, 3 and 4, and we'll name change the name to, let's say, Rahul, then Dhoni, Sachin, and just select all and execute. So you can see all of them are now inserted. And now if you do something like select start from employee and just execute this, you will see everything is properly showing, right? So show down Rahul Dhoni with proper ID, it is showing on our query window. Right, so in this way you can easily install latest version of SQL Server, and then also install Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, and you can start working on your SQL scripts. So that's basically all about this video, friends. Thank you very much for watching this video, and God bless you all.